Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rokah Quadash. Double honor to the Apostle Nails, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. Okay, let's tackle this blame game. That's what I call it, the blame game, you know. Two wings, same damn bird, Democrat, Republican. So let's see what they're trying to start, right? Which is mainly, basically, what is it's chaos. What is it called? Order out of chaos, right? So let's get right into it. This video here, it says the true cause of the government shutdown. I got several videos I'm gonna go through, man, but just bear with me before I actually get to the scriptures. The true cause of the government shutdown is that the new bill blocks their ability to engage in fraudulent spending with your tax dollar. Their concern was never about health care or illegal migrants only securing votes. It's all about protecting their access to fraud. The money pipeline is shut. Listen up. Let me turn this up.
Found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. That was in the budget under President Biden.
I'm going to say this here. If I had to make a decision, if I really truly had to make a decision, left or right, Democrat or Republican, if I had to make it damn sure wouldn't be standing side by side with some pedos and Skittles. It wouldn't be them, that's for sure. Right? Well, hey, let them play their game.
We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez in the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in. I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho. $882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. 4.2.
You see how them Democrats be pushing that wickedness? You know, all that pedo stuff and children stuff. You see how they push that? That's one thing I really can't say about the Republicans, that they're not with that. Not with them. But we just gonna say, for as the people is concerned, because the politicians, and they are what, again, they are just two wings of the same damn bird, right? So the shit goes up and down either way, over here, over there. But again, if I myself had to choose a side, it wouldn't be with them.
$2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we've got to put that back in for that open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. I could spend the rest of the afternoon here. We took all that out. It upset Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. It upset the socialist wing of her party. And now that wing of her party and the Congresswoman are threatening all other Democrats and saying, you've got to shut that government down until we get what we want. And part of what they want is to add this kind of stuff back into the bill. And that's what this fight is all about.
Now, I can't, you know, again, they are, myself, I'm not riding with no pedos and no Skittles. Not riding with those. Not riding with a bunch of women, because I know women, you know, they're going to go for whoever for them. Which understandable, because, you know, look at what's going on right now. But this is not about a side. This is about what's about to come. Take place here in America, which is chaos, order out of chaos, right? This is a federal government shutdown. They say Democrats shut down the government. This is somebody else now. Listen to this here now. They say Democrats shut down the government. You know, they're just what they're doing. They playing tennis. Boom, you hit it, bro. Boom, you hit it. You know, the blame game. This is what this is. Right? Democrats shut down the government. Republican control all three branches of the government. Council votes pre-shutdown and what are currently preventing us from voting. Democrats want $1 trillion of new spending on health care for illegal immigrants. Facts. I can't read that, too small. Myth. Action can wait because the health care tax credit don't expire until December the 31st. So this is some of the. This is a young lady I seen on here. Hold on, let me get her. See can I find her video. I might have to go back. No, that ain't her. I might have to go back. Hold on, let me see something. I might have to go back up. She broke it down pretty good. No, not her. I think it was a sister. Here she go, right here. This sister right here, right? She broke it down too, right? And again, if I had to take a side, it wouldn't be with a bunch of pedos. So listen up.
Republicans and Democrats can so easily blame each other for this shutdown is because we're not asking the right question. The question so far has been, are Democrats in Congress trying to force the federal government to fund health care for illegal immigrants? And guess what? That is not the right question. So let's pretend that I have a huge gambling addiction, and I come to you and say, hey, I need $1,000 for rent. Can you help me out? And you may logically say, no, because either you are going to use my money for gambling and not pay your rent, or you're going to use part of my money to pay for the rent and part of the money to go gambling. And you probably wouldn't be wrong. Either way, your $1,000 may not go directly to my gambling addiction, but you're going to help fund and facilitate my gambling addiction by freeing up some of my own money to go to the casinos. That's exactly what's going on here. Let me show you. So the first thing I want to show you is this data that comes from the California Budget and Policy Center. You can see this is a .org website, and the data comes from the California Department of Health Care Services. And guess where the majority of their funding comes from? This, by the way, is billions, $118 billion. As far as the state funding, it's right here. It's about $42 billion. And even the headline of this, nearly 2/3 of Medi-Cal funding comes from the federal government. Medi-Cal is California's Medicaid system. Now, the question is, who is eligible for full coverage under their Medi-Cal system? And again, I want you to see, this is the Department of Health Services for the state of California. Who is eligible? All right. Children 0 to 18 years old can get full Medi-Cal coverage no matter their immigration status. 19 and older are currently eligible for full Medi-Cal coverage regardless of their immigration status. Now you can see here that this was going to change starting January 1st of 2026. For the adults who do not have satisfactory immigration status, they would not be able to enroll in full Medi-Cal. And the reason for that is because a lot of the COVID-era funding was going to sunset. Specifically the subsidies. So let's talk about that. So this goes back to Obamacare. So do you remember when people were facing a financial penalty for not having health insurance? At the end of the tax season, you would get penalized for it. You'd have to pay extra money. Well, that was zeroed out, so you didn't have to pay a fine. But that meant that a lot less people were buying health insurance. And a big part of the reason was it was just too expensive to buy. So then enter COVID. And there was a decision made that, look, we can't have this many uninsured people while there's a global pandemic. And so Congress allowed these subsidies, these enhanced subsidies that didn't actually make insurance cheaper. It just gave you basically a bigger coupon to buy health insurance. That was the subsidy.
That's that Obama crap. Y'all remember that Obama crap? That they gave us you know what? Hold up. Before I finish that, I'm sure what I'm talking about, right? Obama made y'all bear with me 1 second here. Obama, because there was a shutdown. Y'all bear with me. I got to put it up on here real quick. Right? Obama, hold up. Where's that thing? Hold up. Y'all bear with me. It says what? How we forget. Government shutdown during the Obama administration. Specifically, it occurred from what? From October the 1st to October the 17th of 2013. This 16th-day shutdown was triggered by what? By a disagreement over funding for the Affordable Care Act, also known as the Obamacare. Republicans in Congress, particularly in the House of Representatives, refused to pass a budget that included funding for the Affordable Care Act, leading to a lapse in government appropriations. Key effects of the shutdown was what? Furlough employees. Remember when furlough employees? Approximately 800,000 federal employees were put on the indefinitely unpaid leave. Working without pay. This is done in Obama now. Working without pay. Employees were required to report to work without known payment dates. Y'all remember this? That ain't long ago since he had his queer behind up in there, right? Specifically, it occurred from October the 1st to October the 17th. Let's see. Damn, did I? Hold up. I think hold up. Screwed up right there. Okay, we go. Working without pay, another 1.3 million people, employees, were required to report to work without known payment dates. Economic impact of the shutdown was estimated to cost the U.S. economy around $24 billion and shaved off at least 0.6% from the annual fourth quarter 2013 of GDP growth. National parks, y'all remember that? They closed the parks up. All 401 units of the national park system were closed to the Republic doing the shutdown programs affected the shutdown impacted various programs. So they always blaming the Democrats. I'm very aware of how they move, and they're always playing the blame game, and they are really the ones that actually, hey, it affected me a hell of an effect when I say what that was way back in the late 80s and early 90s, right? When they incarcerated all of those so-called black men, right? I say so-called black men because nobody's black. But anyway, these people here, and then these people will rally behind something that they don't have no knowledge of, and they're always screaming for help. Help us. We need help in our neighborhood. Y'all just don't. Y'all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and neighborhood land. That's the last thing you should be yelling for, hollering for, screaming for is help. All the laws are gonna affect you. It's not going to affect the so-called white communities. It's going to affect you. But all they doing, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna finish this video here, and I'm gonna show you what they actually what's it. In other words, again, creating the what they creating the chaos, and in the process of them creating the chaos, you they already call you animals. You're gonna be what? Animals.
So this comes from KFF, which is a nonpartisan health policy organization. And you can see this was in 2020, the number of people that were enrolled in the ACA or Obamacare, about 11.4 million. And then after the subsidies, it went up to 21.4 million.
That shit was high as hell. Couldn't nobody that they supposed to be help, supposed to be affordable care for the people. That shit was high as hell. A lot of people didn't have it. They were going in. Man, it was some BS for real. That's all that was. And I know most of you all had to find it out, but I know most of you women didn't find it out because y'all had what? Straight Medicare anyway. You can walk up in clinics and be seen. But it never. But guess what? Y'all being affected right now. Now y'all gonna see. I'm talking about you women as a whole. You Western women. You all are gonna see the how men had to what? I would say men as a whole had to what buy and pay for things, pay for all things. But y'all been getting shit for free forever. And most of this chaos that they're going to create is going to start between what? Women. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove that.
But those extra subsidies were always supposed to be temporary. It was only because of the COVID pandemic that they existed in the first place. It's kind of like every couple of weeks or so, I'll get a 40% off coupon from CVS. It has an expiration date, and these enhanced subsidies were intended to be temporary. What the fight is now is that there is finally an expiration on those enhanced subsidies, which are supposed to be the end of this year, and Democrats are now arguing, Republicans are trying to take health insurance from 10 million people, because you can see there that the number of people who enrolled went up from 11.4 to almost a little over 21 million people. So that means that if that extra amount of people they don't have the extra subsidy, they could lose their health insurance. So to wrap it up, I think one of the biggest issues here is that neither side is explaining their position accurately. It's not accurate to say that Democrats are directly trying to fund health insurance for illegal immigrants, but it would be more accurate to say that states can then use federal funding to allow undocumented immigrants access to their state-run programs. That would be more accurate. On the flip side, it's not really accurate to say that Republicans are trying to take away health insurance for individuals. It's more accurate to say that Republicans are trying to end the healthcare subsidies that were always intended to be temporary and that are costing Americans, and that will cost Americans, billions of dollars. According to the Congressional Budget Office, it could be upwards of $340 billion to make those subsidies permanent. That's really what this fight is about. So I've given you all the information now.
All right, y'all, let's go over here, right? Because, like I said earlier, right, that's just like when Biden was in here. What did he do? They let all the immigrants in, all the people. This was a plan from the beginning, from the start. They're trying to start the they're trying to create, should I say, create the chaos. And in the process of them creating the chaos, hold on, y'all bear with me for a minute. Let me turn that back on right quick. Let me turn that back.
Part of my money to pay for the rent and part of the money to go gambling. And you probably wouldn't be wrong. Either way, your $1,000 may not go directly to my gambling addiction, but you're going to help fund and facilitate my gambling addiction by freeing up some of my own money to go to the casinos. That's exactly what's going on here. Let me show you. So the first thing I want to show you is this data that comes from the California Budget and Policy Center. You can see this is a .org website, and the data comes from the California Department of Health Care Services. And guess where the...
All right, y'all, pause that. Let's go here. Had to get the mutts. Never fails, right? So now, what's all of this? Okay, like I said, they're creating the chaos. And in the process of them creating the chaos, You know, what people gonna do? You know, they mainly just trying to what? Bring in the troops. Why? To stop these animals. Why? Because in won't be long. They're gonna create scenes and scenario. You know, Esau very crafty man with his witchcraft. When he crafty with of those that don't have no understanding, right? You know, they're robbing the elderly, they breaking in stores, they breaking in homes. You know, in the news media would totally ignore that the fact that the people are only looking for what? For food. They're looking for food. So, and here's the overall effects of these this shutdown. Listen up.
To tell me that we may not be getting our food stamps in the month of November because the government is shut down. We may not be getting our food stamps for Thanksgiving. What the I got one thing to say. Don't touch my check. Don't touch my check. Don't touch no taxes. Don't even think about looking at my check. Don't touch my check. Just don't touch my check. That's it. That's all. Don't touch my check.
So, an employee, he works at Walmart, said he had to leave work yesterday. He had to leave work because they are already acting a fool and cutting up in Walmart. They said that people were everywhere in a Walmart. I don't know what exact location this was, but he said the Walmart that he was working at, they already started stealing out the stores. So they came in there and ambushed the stores. They were stealing everything. So they was tearing the store up. Say they was all in the back of the store getting stuff. People had trucks loading their trucks up and stuff. Say they had to shut the store down, get the people out, send people home. They said it was a mess. These people are already in Walmart stealing stuff.
Oh, they said they tearing them grocery stores. Y'all already.
Look at that store, y'all. That grocery store right there. Look at all that stuff on the ground. Now we already got a food shortage, and a lot of the items are short. Now look at all this food look at all these people that destroyed this store here.
No, I mind the business that pays me. I go to the messy side of TikTok. I don't go over there for me. I go over there for y'all and your wealth.
And most of the people you're gonna see are these hair bunnies right here. E, the so-called black woman. They say that it affects more so-called white people than so-called black people. Huh? They've been using that for forever. I don't think so. Right? And I don't, y'all keep using those 50s, what is it? Percentages of what we are versus them. That's madness. You can't keep using the same method of counting us versus them from the 50s. The same thing. You really think these people outnumber us, man? When especially Eve, look at the internet, man. That's another video, but hey, they don't outnumber us, man. And then why you think you see the majority of people you see who? You see Eve acting a fool. You see a few white women here and there, but you see them damn hair bunnies and them long eyelashes and them BBLs first.
Oh, y'all, I done seen more than one video. When I tell you they saying that they get text messages saying they will not be getting EBT, SNAP, whatever it's called. They said you won't be getting that in November. Some people said they got a text. Some people said it came through their app. Some people said that they said you going to get it from, it don't look good. They talking about it's Thanksgiving and they babies and them is going to have a Thanksgiving. They talking about they going to run through them stores. They grabbing stuff. They getting whatever they need. And they said they wish it would. You know what? This one girl, she's so hyped. I mean, she said it don't even matter, and she taking her big cousin, and they knocking people. They getting the groceries.
They all on my phone telling me we ain't gonna get our food stamps November. Let my shit not come on the 15th.
Hair bunnies, y'all. Hair bunnies.
Let my shit not come on the 15th, and I'm gonna show them why I went to jail twice. I don't give a fuck. I'm not in the mood. My birthday is in December. Thanksgiving coming up. I don't see that what I'm saying, cause my mama already had used my 150 this month. That's why I should never.
He talking about dumb. Excuse me, y'all. He talking about dumb. Y'all hear him, y'all? She sounds so ignorant. You know, these are the type of women that they really put that they put over Eve and pay them millions of dollars, so they can act a fool and respond like this here. This is what we have. Hey man, Eve, you're gonna. Hey man, winter is not coming. Winter is already here. And you know what? Imagine that, y'all. Winter is just starting, and what? Winter is coming in for you women. It's gonna be cold out there. You ain't got nowhere to stay.
I'm telling y'all now. I'm gonna show them how a bitch go down the slide. Let these motherfucking taxes not be on my shit come the 15th of November. I'm telling you. It's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be a problem. And it ain't gonna be no problem for me. It's gonna be a problem for Walmart. Actually, it's gonna be a problem for Kroger. Matter of fact, I'm finna go DoorDash and I'm stealing somebody's groceries. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Miss Dillon! I'm trying to make sure I heard this right. Trump said all the groceries is free now? That's what I heard. Well, you take from us, we take from you. Thank you. We're gonna be running out the motherfucking store.
Donald motherfucking Orange Man J. Trump. I'm gonna tell you just like this. What the fuck you mean? Who ain't getting that goddamn food stamps in goddamn November? Cause I'm getting my goddamn shit. I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but I'm getting my shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you just like this.
I'm telling you, Jace, right now, I'm talking about you men. You so-called black men. Don't let these wild heifers send you on no mission to get your butt deleted. And because you best believe they're going to have all their asses in jail real soon. Because one thing about Walmart got some cameras like no other. So don't go on no mission for one of them thoughts. One of them 304 nothings.
Jesus Lamar motherfucking Christ. I will be at motherfucking Walmart with my steel toes on and my motherfucking helmet, and I dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my groceries. Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid. Baby, you want to see a human motherfucking bulldozer?
How you solid? 250 pounds of blubber. Fall, can't even get you. You're a roll trying to get up. You can't get up. 250 pounds, man. Come on, man. Hey, man. Eve knows she be running her mouth with all that madness. But boy, when it come down, that's just like she be running her mouth to a man. Then she go run, then the man finally popping her mouth. 911. Come on, man. They're going to be a lot of, they're going to close down a lot of these men prisons and put all you women in them. I said this years ago, 2-3 years ago. 2.5, 3 years ago, right? That they're going to take a lot of these men prison and make it out of women prison. It'll be nothing but Eve black ass up in there.
Baby, because that's what the fuck I'm going to turn into. If you think you're going to stop me from leaving out that goddamn store with my motherfucking monthly groceries that I get every goddamn month, I ain't bothering no goddamn.
Look at Esau said, back to my old ways. And I've been seeing a lot of videos that these so-called white men around here, man, they just getting bolder and bolder by calling Jake out. The N-word is coming more and more prevalent now than like it did back in the days. Yeah. So they doing a fabulous job with you Negroes and you white folks. They doing a fabulous job with y'all in creating the chaos. And you know what? Hold up real quick. Let me see something. Let me read this right quick. Y'all. Oh, bear with me. I think I googled it. Yeah, chaos. Chaos is a state of what? Of utter confusion and disorder, lacking organization, but it can also refer to a concept in physics and mathematics describing systems that are what extremely sensitive to what initial conditions. Conditions, keyword conditions, meaning one's condition when they can't what, can't eat, can't feed themselves, can't feed their children, and what in cosmology and religions. They use, you know, they do use religion to divide us and separate us and get up. Can't speak enough on the man-made religion that Esau Edom has given you all, and that you all thinking that all of the religions that you think that some so-called black man created. No, Esau Edom created all those religions that you in. Trust and believe that, right? And it can mean the formless state of matter before creating, while it in everyday language it simply means total disarray or a confused mass. Confused mass, which means what? The mass of people, meaning of chaos. State of confusion, a general meaning for what? A state of what? Extreme confusion or confused mass. Meaning of the mass of people, the majority of y'all, confused, lost. And you just fall right into the hands of the devil or the earth, Esau Edom. Such as a chaotic office or what? Or a chaos or what? Of television and now. Let me see something. Let me Google this. What I want. Y'all bear with me. I want okay, order out of chaos. That's what I want. Order out of chaos, right? Order out of chaos refers to what? The process of what? Creating structure from a disordered state that goes into what? Condition, right? A concept found in what? In various contexts, including philosophy, religion, and what? In modern application. It can describe the mythological and religious ideals of what? Of creating the philosophical concept of self-organization or a practical approach to a chaotic situation through organizing and strategy. And that strategy is what? Democrat, Republican, government shutdowns, cutting off what? Food stamp. And who's mostly affected with what? With government funding and food stamp? Women. Huh? That's just the bulk of what you see and what you're gonna see.
Damn body. Okay? Why the fuck is y'all bothering me and my goddamn food? I'm just so tired of this big back bald head cradle cap having ass.
So I guess the Hunger Games about to start. So I just read that they're cutting off the SNAP benefits and started in Illinois, so it's pretty close. So I'm pretty sure it's hitting other states and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you like this. Luckily, mines are grown. You hear me? Luckily, mines are grown because I feel how these other people feel. Believe me, it would have been by any means necessary to go up in them store and get mine. I don't care how y'all think you go out and work and do this when you're there and that.
All the back you see is people just trying to run it out. They didn't get all of them, but these are people who are trying to run out with what? With this food, all this food in these baskets. They're literally destroying tens of thousands of dollars of food, man. And we already got a food shortage in the grocery stores as it is.
You need to go out and do that. I don't care about none of that. And they don't either. What's going to happen is they're going to be going to these stores and looting, stealing. Who's going to be playing security? Look at the security guards in the store. These people are going to be running out with 4 baskets of food. They going to get their food.
Let's go up here for a minute. I want to get my right here. Is that what I want? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. In Chicago, come November, if you work in these retail stores, Walmart, grocery stores, Food for Less, Jewels, all that shit, all I'm gonna say is don't try to be no hero. It's not worth you getting beat the fuck up to stop somebody from stealing groceries because they didn't cut the link.
What's your credit card debt balance?
Bear with me,
if it's $10,000.
Brother got commercial coming down through him. Now, but the thing is,
Pardon the background noise, but as a
the thing is, let's bag this up a little bit, right? She hollering about some food stamps, right? And cutting food stamps off, but what? She got them damn nails. What it cost? About $150 to get them goddamn nails did? Huh? And look how long them is right there. Long their hair. All that to get that done. What that about? What, a 3-piece? I'm not sure of the overall price of concerning nails, especially nails this long in hair getting done. And you got to buy the hair. Psh, that's enough to feed you and your kids right there.
To stop somebody from stealing groceries because they didn't cut the link.
Pardon the background noise, but as a grocery store employee next month, you're fucking blind.
If I was y'all, because I used to work in asset protection, I'd definitely be looking the other way. Because y'all know, when shit like this happen in Chicago, it get really wild. And I'm just letting you know, this not the time for you to be getting beat on and punched on for $16 to $18 an hour. It's absolutely not worth it.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jack, I'm going.
You see how they be calling out Trump? Trump be watching social media, y'all. Trump sees all the back talking and the underhand that you all are singing him out and talking about him. This is why you all are the reason you're getting in. You all are the reason that Trump is doing what he's doing. He getting them miles. Just like when Biden was in office, what they were doing? They were coming after what? All of those MAGAs. Huh? Now they coming at y'all. But guess what? They're doing a way sweeter job than what y'all did to them.
I'm be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't going to make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you.
It's done.
So I made a video earlier. I talked about it in the comments, but I didn't talk about it in the video itself. If y'all think these people that's possibly going to lose their benefits in November is just going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit back in this house and starve, not feed my children. Y'all are crazy. It's about to be Gotham City chaos in this bitch. I went to sleep, woke back up. This guy said that he worked at Walmart, and they had to evacuate the Walmart because people bomb rushed it, stealing already. Baby, it's not even November yet.
Everything's a joke until it ain't no joke. Did you like this video say what women are crashing out? Huh? And threatening riots over what? Over food stamp cuts. Okay. Laugh now, cry later.
We didn't even hit October 20-somethings yet. And they already stealing. Y'all, you remember Maslow's hierarchy of law? But first, before we get into that, I'm going to drop the video. I want y'all to see a snippet. I'm going to drop it right now.
Because everybody came into my grocery store. I work at Walmart. Everybody came into Walmart bum rushing, stealing, like filling up buggies, running out the store, like just putting all the groceries in their cart because he want to cut off motherfucking food stamps.
Y'all watched it? Okay, so Maslow's hierarchy of law states that everybody's basic needs must be met, right? So you remember back in the pandemic when people were stealing and hoarding toilet paper, even though they had enough toilet paper, but for fear of not getting it again, they bought a whole bunch. So when people go and steal, they're not gonna just.
You know what? What that precept which is I wanted to read which is in 2nd Ezra 16, where it goes into where it say, behold, let's see, I just quoted. Behold, victuals which goes into food shall be so cheap upon earth that they shall what? To think themselves to be in good case. In other words, they're gonna be looting and taking the food that's already in the stores, and the people are gonna be taking. All the people are not gonna be doing it, you know. But it's gonna be for the mass of people that don't have. Most of the people are not going to have them, so they're gonna think themselves to be in good case when it comes to what? When it comes to them being okay for a little while. But once that gone, you hungry again. Then what you gonna eat then? Cause you destroyed the stoves, huh? You definitely ain't gonna have nowhere to go. And she explained it very well. Listen to this.
Steal to have enough. They're gonna steal and have excess because they have a fear of not getting food.
That's right, excess, and like I say, that goes into that scripture saying that damn, I just quoted it. That they shall be behold, victuals, meaning food shall be what? Be so good, cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Huh? But this is gonna cause what? All this is gonna cause even then shall evils grow upon the earth. They're gonna make the people go what? Worse than what they're gonna make their overall outcome even worse by what? By them what? Looting and stealing and destroying the few grocery stores that they do have left.
Again, so even though you can't afford food, it's not going to be food in the stores to purchase because people are stealing it. And then the retailers is going to file insurance claims, which also is going to increase their costs. And so then the manufacturers who manufacture the food for the retailers, they still have to manufacture the food, but they just have to do it at a higher price because people are stealing. Y'all get it? Because the retailers is not going to truly be able to pay.
That's cool.
It's already a problem already for the what? For the tariff that Trump is doing. So hey, you're not going to, you know, I'm in it right there because I'm 40 minutes in. I didn't realize it was that late. I got a few precepts I'm going to read and I'm going to get out of here. Right? Let's go into the precepts here, which I'm gonna start it off with Second Esdras, which is Second Esdras 15 and verse. You know what? Let me go at 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues. Well, that's the plague. That's going to be the final judgment, right? Which is Zechariah 14:12. Upon the world, the sword, which is what we sword, famine what we are in, death and destruction. Huh? Famine. Now let's jump to verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draw near. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So they're gonna see they're in the process now of what? Attacking stores. The retail stores that have what? The local grocery store that have what? Food. Huh? Water. So they're in the process of doing that. But what they're gonna do in the process of when there's no more stores to go in. Huh? For the sword and their what? Destruction draw near, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be what? Sedition. That goes rebelling against what? First, what? Your government, which is what they're doing right now. Huh? Among men and invading one another, they shall not regard their what? Their king nor their princes. Which is DJ Trump will be their king, right? Because he's what? He's their power and authority. He's their president. And they singing it out and calling out his name. They shall not regard their king nor their princes, and what? The course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Boy, that's definitely going down. Huh? These northern and southern kingdom of children of Israel are catching purity hell, man. Running from city to city, Can't go in that city because the what? Trump them in that city. Can't go over him. They may be in that city. Yeah. Seen them all the way down the highway yesterday. From Alabama all the way to Mississippi. Stopping cars. Yeah, literally stopping cars. What they what you call it? Profiling. Yeah, profiling. Pulling them over. They all down the highway from Alabama all the way down to Mississippi. It probably was further. That's as far as I went. It probably was further than that. Pulling over cars. Yeah, I guess y'all didn't know. Bet y'all didn't know that. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah, literally men. If men gonna be afraid, what you think? What you think you women are gonna be? Are going to be? Y'all gonna be? A lot of you all just gonna lose it, man, and just jump. We know this here. A lot of y'all just gonna lose it and just jump. Verse 19: A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, because now, when all the food leave, you're gonna be looking at your children, or be looking at your neighbor for what? For food. Huh? They gonna look like chicken. Huh? They gonna look like chicken over there. You gonna be, boy, y'all gonna, cannibalism gonna be all-time high. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. That's chaos, hell. 16, let's go to 16, second Ezra 16. 16 and verse, second Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? That's a question. Who gonna deliver you in them days when the hell come, y'all? Huh? For those of you all still calling on your oppressor's God, how you calling on your oppressor? How you calling on Jesus when Jesus is the one, which is the so-called white man, is the one that's bringing the hell upon you? And you're going to look for him for help? Look to him for help? Imagine that. 18. Second Ezra 16, 18. The beginning of sorrow, which was Jacob's trouble, which we are definitely in, Jacob's trouble, and great mournings, the beginnings of famine, and great death, the beginnings of wars, we pass all that. And the powers, Esau, Edom, shall what? Shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. Evil goes into what? Bad times. What shall I do when these evils shall come? What you gonna do? Can't do anything, because these evils are what? Are going to be the Heavenly Father first. Amos 3 and 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? So this is for what? For you all what? Wickedness. Starting with what? You 2/3 first, which is you Israelites. And in the process, you're gonna why? You're gonna what? You're gonna die over him with your enemies, man. Verse 19, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish, are what? Are sent as scourges for in an amendment. And those scourges goes into what? Punishment. You are being punished. Anguish, mental suffering. All these things are going to apply in the time that we are coming up to, right? And those amendments are for what? It's for a betterment and improvement of the earth. Because wickedness is what? It's everywhere. And in Babylon, it's in the four corners. Right? You Israelites in the wicked of the earth. You all are what? You all are you are set for that punishment, and for the sake of punishment, you're going to what? You're going to be afflicted by the Lord. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be all away mindful of what? Of their scourges. Let me finish it off in verse 20. I'm going to read on up 21, which is what I read, which is what I was quoting earlier. Let's just quote it now. Behold, victuals, meaning food, shall be good, cheap upon earth, and they shall think themselves to be in good case. Yeah, at this present moment, they're ransacking the grocery stores because they are food now, and they destroyed most of the food than what they took. What are you talking about, Dome? That they shall think themselves to be in good case. They think they good right now because they got a little food to last them what? And you know what? The way Eve eat, that food ain't gonna last no time. Oh, it did. Oh, I thought it went off on them. Y'all bad with. Okay. And even then shall what? Shall evils grow upon earth? Sword, which is the gun, the modern day God, which is Esau's blessing. Famine and great confusion. Huh? And who at this present moment, Democrat, Republican playing the blame game, Esau controlling the narrative. And you all would are falling right into his hands. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So for those of you all that do make it through what? Jacob's trouble? It won't be that many that make it through Jacob's trouble. Then guess what? You all will not escape those ICBM missiles. You're not going to escape that, huh? Along with the Heavenly Father's Son, Yahushua, the angels, the chariots, y'all call UFO. They're going to what? They're going to have a field day, blowing you all to pieces. So on that note, they call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rukakwadash, Shalom.